So I'm just going to show you what I'm working on with the door. Alright. I'm just cutting out the foam right now. As you can see, I took the piece of plywood that was for the door that we cut out way at the beginning of the project, like so. I also marked the lines on where these boards go, these joints in the middle here, because you're going to put your sound trap on the inside, which is going to be an adventure. But I got that, and then I got a double down here because this is where your sound trap's going to attach to, and not the bottom one, because the bottom one goes right to the floor. So I leave about 1.5 inches or an inch space, just so that I don't have to cut out the foam in the floor, because the floor's whatever, it's done. I'm not fucking around with that. But anyways, that's what I'm doing right now. There's your door right here, and these panels just all go together. And if I lift them up for you, you see, they all go together just like so. And boom, staple, 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 staple. Then afterwards, I'm going to take a sawzall or skill saw. Probably a jigsaw would be the safest, and I'll edge out where I'm going to put my locks. Where my progress is at with the door. As you can see, I filled in the door with the foam. This is actually 1.5 inches, so it's exactly flush with your 2x4 or 1x2x2s or whatever. You can see I have the two middle pieces here and here. Well, I'm thinking that's where I'll put handles, top and bottom, and I can pick it up like this. I just bend it sideways, pick it up, move. And I'll show you what I did on just after New Year's there. My outside. Alright, you want to do this with a air stapler of some sort or a pin nailer. I prefer a stapler because the stapler, you know, it's easier to keep it. It doesn't go all the way through. I put my locks. These are my lock pad things. That's where I'm going to put my padlocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the styrofoam with 2x2s in the middle. Well, these 2x4s are going to go on top of the 2x2s. I'm going to put 2 screws on each side to hold that in. Extra support, and maybe 1 or 2 screws in the middle, because I don't want to split the wood. I got my handles on it, so I can lift it up like this. You see? First you got the tongue and groove fastened to the plywood that's fastened to the framed out foam and 2x2. Then there's that thin layer of birch, this plywood board shit. And then you do another 2x2, and then you leave it hollow, but then you still have these studs that are properly fastened so that you have something to secure the handles so that the door doesn't break. And then you got your locks. And this is just to help deaden the noise, because you got your foam on the one side, and then you got that air gap. Remember we were talking about the air gap on the sound traps? Basically we're taking the same idea. And now with your 2x2s, the width is the width of the door jamb so that it'll plug in nicely. And there's a little bit of an overhang with the spruce tongue and groove, but that's good because when you plug in the door, you know it doesn't go right through, right? Obviously, you don't want the door to go right through.